Hey Cancer, this is Alex, and I'm here to bring you your weekly love reading. I hope you guys are doing well and taking care of yourselves. Thank you so much to all of my new and existing subscribers. Your love and support means everything and is very much felt. Okay, let's see what God, angels, and universe has in store for you, Cancer. Somebody's been a little limited, eh? And been a little stingy. There you are, showing up in your own reading. Cancer and Pisces there with the moon. We have Sagittarius so far on the table. Earth and water signs are represented as well. What I'm hearing for you, Cancer, is holding off. Somebody, especially with that Eight of Cups that just came out, it kind of feels like somebody's holding back. Yeah, the Hangman with the suspension. Who is withholding? Kind of feels like somebody's waiting for divine timing. We're waiting for the perfect timing to approach you with some information and or news, Cancer. Are you or have you been just a little bit moody, a little bit irritable, you know, not necessarily wanting to hear a different perspective, hear from your person, hear their excuses or explanations? What I'm hearing, it's almost like you guys are holding something back. It could be holding your emotions back, basically until somebody kind of quote-unquote acts right. That's what I'm getting. Of course, you guys know I will read these cards by placement. Let me just put one more card out. There we go. Nice. Nice card it is. The Eight of Cups or the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, there it is. And look, the Eight of Cups is at the bottom of the second deck. Yeah, that pretty much says to me that it's almost like you're not buying into somebody else's emotions. You're being very practical right now, taking on a practical approach versus an emotional approach. Okay, we have Leo here with the Strength card and the Four of Pentacles. Again, those are your earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So I'm hearing the word immovable and not being moved. So it just kind of feels like either you're on strike, you are holding out, holding off on progressing in a situation that requires emotions, or you are holding off and progressing with your emotions in a particular situation. Either way, it's almost like somebody is in a stop and stay position. And, you know, especially with this Strength card here, this for me as a reader is a card of trust, right? It's almost like knowing your environment, knowing the person that you're dealing with, you know, kind of knowing the ins and outs of, you know, your limitations, what you could do, how far you can go, where the boundaries are. And then, you know, kind of trusting self, trusting intuition, trusting that other party to act or proceed, right? So it's almost like, to an extent, you're holding off until you have the green light on whether or not you can proceed. Okay, now with the Three of Cups and the Temperance card, here's Sagittarius with the water signs: Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, obviously, which you are one of, Cancer, right? So it's almost like delayed gratification, in all honesty. You know, this Temperance card is a card of maturity. It is a card of divine timing. It is a card of, you know, that evolutionary clock and evolutionary journey, as in things will be ready in their own time. You know what I mean? Things happening in their own time, waiting and being patient. And what are you waiting on? You're waiting to celebrate. You're waiting for things to fall into place. I love the Three of Cups and have a new respect for the Three of Cups, because I call this my holy trinity, my tribe. Feeling at home, feeling that, yes, everything fell in place. Everything happened as it should. Now we can rest. Now we can relax. Now we can go ahead and celebrate and give thanks. With the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups, that is kind of rushing or high emotions, regarding, angels just said to me something that's tickling your inner child. So I do kind of feel like for a lot of you, you could be emotionally like antsy, you know, kind of waiting, wondering. It's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Angels are saying to me, you guys know this is coming, whatever this is that you're waiting on. Number one, the Six of Cups is the return of nostalgic feelings, nostalgic people, people who you've spent some loving energy on, right? Their return. If it's not the return of a person per se, it's the return of that emotional feeling. So to an extent, definitely here with the Four of Pentacles and the Strength card, especially for those of you who are, you know, with the Eight of Cups here twice, who are kind of holding your emotions back from someone, this Six of Cups says to me, in all honesty, that you will be able to release those soon, right? You'll be able to release those soon, be happy, feel complete, and rejoice again. Now, just a little note about the Knight of Cups here. You know, the Knight of Cups, he comes rushing in. You know, he's got stuff in his cup. He's rushing in. There is the risk of losing what's in his cup, moving too fast, right? So for a lot of you guys, again, I do kind of feel like definitely, you know, with the Temperance card sitting here, yeah, you are trying to be patient. You are trying to kind of quote unquote temper yourself instead of just kind of losing it, you know, spreading yourself thin, you know, got kind of getting quote unquote carried away, right? With whatever the situation is. Remember, guys, it's a general reading. So the situation per se could be related to job, money, relationship, you know, house, anything that's near and dear to your heart. Now, let's talk about what's near and dear to your heart. You know, you have probably the two most ubiquitous cards in the tarot deck with the Moon card and then also the Seven of Cups. These are the cards of illusion and dreaminess and intoxication and, you know, that cloud nine, the two most abstract cards in the tarot. Now, because, you know, I'm reading for Cancer, definitely this is mood and moodiness. So some of you guys, you know, could be a little irritable, right? And was taking too damn long. It's like, come on already. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to love. I'm ready to be free. But then also at the same time with the Seven of Cups, it's almost like you don't necessarily see an ending in sight. It's almost like you're stuck in this illusion and you're moody and you're irritable. You don't know when it's going to end. It's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Right? And it looks as though, and I'm sorry to laugh at you, Cancer, but it looks as though the remedy to waiting around too long, oh my God, this is taking forever, you're just going to check out emotionally. It's like, you know what? Look, I'm not going to continue to do this to myself. Let me just go ahead and go find something to work on or give my attention to that's going to be profitable and, you know, maybe give me some sort of return on investment. You know, the Eight of Cups there, you know, all of those cups are still filled. So I do feel like there is an active emotional situation that you are temporarily and momentarily turning your back on, Cancer. Angels are saying to me, savor, right? It's almost like, yeah, for some of you guys, it's almost like you're very excited. You want it to happen. But since it's not happening, it's almost like to savor what's in that cup, you have to kind of quote unquote turn your back on it, right? Because it is making you moody. It is making you irritable. You're spreading yourself thin. You know, some days you have great days and you're faithful and you can keep the faith and it's like I'm believing. And then other days it's like, you know what, let me go ahead and just let go, let God, leave it up to the universe, whatever. I'll be here when you need me. Just tap me and I'll turn around, right? I just kind of feel like for you specifically, Cancer, angels just said to me, yes, again, you are in a test, right? And this test has everything to do with your emotional patience, number one, but then also at the same time, your emotional endurance as well. What I also just got, it's almost like for some of you guys, you could have received news and information about a love affair, but as soon as you received that news and information, it just stalled out, right? It just stalled out and it kind of quote unquote stopped. There was no movement and or progression, and you guys are getting a little impatient, irritable, and moody to kind of get this going. And definitely with the Hanged Man there, You know, the card of Pisces, again, more water energy. It's almost like emotionally. Oh, okay. I'm looking at these cards. I'm like, look at all these cups. You got a lot of cups on the table, Cancer. And again, I know you guys are a water sign, but it just kind of feels like there are turbulent waters. But for some reason, it's almost like you acknowledge that, and you're doing everything within your ability to change that out, you know, to manage it, to kind of, you know, kind of control those tides and the waves and your moodiness and things of that nature. But it almost even feels like the universe is working against you. That's exactly what it looks like. It's almost like I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing, you know. I'm holding off. I'm not necessarily overflowing. I'm doing what I have to do. I know I'm going to be able to release them soon. I'm not necessarily sure when. You know, I'm excited because this feels very familiar. It feels like it's like for like energy, right? And I know it's mine. I know it's coming towards me. I know it's going to happen. I just don't know freaking when. And every now and then I freaking lose patience and I don't know what to do. And, you know, I just sit and I think and I prepare and I get worried. You know, not necessarily that you get worried, but it's like I think I prepare and I anticipate. Then all of a sudden you kind of quote unquote emotionally burn yourself out. And it's like, all right, you know what? Let me give concentration and focus on something else. With the Hanged Man and the Eight of Cups, especially the Eight of Cups there twice, a lot of you guys could be close to giving up on this. Whatever it is, it could, you are right there. It's almost like you're halfway ready to just let this shit go. Okay. All right, let's see what the romance angels has for you, Cancer. Make it good, God, angels, and universe. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Yeah. For a lot of you guys, it's almost like maybe a lover has just become available, or someone could have just expressed their intentions or feelings for you, and then they freaking went MIA. Next card, worth waiting for. Golly. Look at that. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Already said that. Not going to repeat it. Last card, heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. For some reason, I feel like this is exactly what happened, and this is really what kicked all of this off, believe it or not. Card on the bottom, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That is crazy, because that's also what the Hanged Man is as well. As in, you know, not to be so controlling, to kind of, you know, go with the flow, to be in free, suspended animation, and to kind of live and let be and let the universe be the universe. But to an extent, Cancer, you're like, come on. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. If it does resonate, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you're interested in a personal reading, my contact details are below. I love you, Cancer. Take care. Bye.